video so that you could at least get more of an more of an idea about the products and everything. First off, the first thing I ever ordered from Younique was based on what I saw about the fiber lashes. You can see I don't have very big lashes at all. And so finding something that would give me a fuller look was the number one thing that attracted me. So the first thing that was of course the fiber lash, which comes in this nice neat little case here. You just slide, it keeps it really nice and neat and handy. You just slide them in there like that and close it, and it keeps it all together really neat and everything. The second thing is, let me get a drink here real quick. I chose a special package. Oh, it was back, like I said, back in December, and it came with the fiber lash mascara, and you get to choose 4 eyeshadow colors, and I'll explain more about what colors I chose and how I'm going to use them, because you'll get to see me put them on. That's why I'm doing this too. And it also came with these 3 brushes, which are really great. And this one is double-ended. It has a little liner shadow brush there. And it also came with Glorious, which I love using every day. It's very cool. And then I don't remember if this came with it. Sorry. Or if I bought it separate. But I went ahead and bought the Refresh, or it came with it. I can't remember exactly. And what the Refresh does is it just kind of helps moisturize and whatnot. And you can mix this with the pigments to have a smoother application. And I'll show you how I use it every day here in a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've just got out of the shower and got dressed, is I'm going to put a little bit of this on my hand. And then I just pat it on my face. Especially anywhere where there's like redness. I tend to have redness. Especially around my chin. Okay. And it's made out of, it doesn't really have much of a smell. Maybe a slight rosy scent, because it is rose petal. Rose water is what it's called. So, but it doesn't have a strong odor at all. And that's that. Now let that dry. And then the next step I do is, I've always liked to put on some kind of a sunscreen. And as of right now, I don't know that they have anything that has sunscreen in it. So I'm just going to use a sunscreen moisturizer. It's got a little bit of a tint to it. Not much. I'm going to put that all over my face. Especially the T-zone. I'm just applying it with my hand, like sunscreen. And then I take the Glorious, and what this does is it helps prime your face so that your makeup will go on even smoother, and I think it helps it last longer. But you don't have to put very much, just one little bit right there, and then I just kind of dot it here and there. Usually it takes, and then move it around. It's just, it feels really good. It's not heavy feeling, but it feels silky. And then I usually take and do the lower part. And you'd think this would make your face oily the way it feels, but no, it's just silky. It doesn't make it feel oily. It's good. When it dries a little bit, then I use first, and I've just recently purchased this, the Touch Mineral and the Touch Press Powder. and then a blush. So next I put on the foundation. It has a little pad here like this. And I like how this flips open so it keeps the little pad separate from the foundation. And it's like a cream. You just put a little on there. And I just smear. If you want a little heavier coverage, like down here, I tweak and I dab. I do more dabbing than smearing because I want heavier coverage down there. But for the most part, I just take and kind of in a circular motion, put it on. And the one thing I want to say real quick, when I bought the eye, all the eye stuff, the foundation, it comes in this really nice case. And this is what I pretty much keep all of my stuff in. I mean, it'll hold a lot and it keeps it from getting dust on it. Just really nice. I was really impressed with the packaging. I mean, this is glass. It's like heavy. And a little bit goes so far with it. Like, I've been using these two since December, and you can kind of see I haven't used a lot. It's kind of hard with that darker color, but I've only used it till about down to there, and I've used it this almost every day, and this almost every day. And you can look from December because it just doesn't take much. And then after the foundation, I put the pressed powder on, and again it has the little pad here, little separator that you flip open. And just kind of in a circular motion, put that on. Okay, so there's that. And then, okay, on the powder, I'm going to warn you, very, very little, very little. You see what's in there? I probably just use, I just gonna, just about that much, not much at all. And then I've learned, I take my brush here. This is not a Younique brush, it's just one I've had. And I pick that up with a brush and circle it around, circle motions in here. And then I'm even going to put a little on here because it's going to be so strong. See? I did it too strong already. So I just take my palm and rub that in. Okay, and I'm going to do that some more on this side. There we go, that's about right. So it's a little bit strong right there. I still haven't got the blush thing down pat yet, because again, I've only been using it for a little over a week. If I feel like I've gotten too much of the blush on, which is rather easy to do, then what I do is I go back to the pressed powder. And just, in the areas I feel like it's a little heavy, just kind of go back over it with the pressed powder, and it kind of lightens it back up. This one didn't do so bad. So, it was bad at first, but it spread out this one. That was good, and it didn't. Alright, and then we start with the eyeshadows. And let's see, the first one I use is called Curious. There we go, Curious. It's kind of a shimmery light color, and again it's a powder. And I usually, just tap a couple times up there. And it puts a little bit in the lid. If you can see that. It just puts a little bit in the lid, kind of like the blush. And then I take the Younique Deluxe brush. And I pick a little bit of that up. And then I go and I put it on my brow bone. And I sweep it down into the corner of my eye. And again, brow bone, and sweep it in the corner of my eye. See? lid back on that. And the next color I generally use on a daily basis is called Irresistible. And it's like a light tan brownish color. Again, tap a couple times. Put some in the lid. No, it fell. And then this time I use I use the shadow brush, the one that has the double end, this end of it. And I take and I put that on my lid and in the crease. And I've found that these tend to last all day unless I do a lot of rubbing on my eye or something. And then I do the same for the other side. And there you go. Next, I like to put a little bit of a dramatic color, and it's called Glamorous, and it's kind of it's a purple color. I don't need to tap this one. I over tapped it the other day, and so it's still good to go. And then what I do is I use the crease brush on this because I'm just going to apply it right around here and down into here. Make like a little V. Now you can take these pigments and use the pink to make an eyeliner. I haven't done that yet, and then use this part of the brush. I haven't really done that too much yet. I like my eyeliner that I'm currently using, so I haven't tried that. Maybe if I get the Devious, I believe that's the black color, I might try that. But haven't yet. And it's going to be pretty dramatic right now, but I'm going to blend it out here in a minute, so don't worry. And do the other side. Again, it's rather dark, but it'll blend out. Here, in a minute. And then sometimes if I'm being a little extra sassy, I have this cute little color that I call, well, Sassy, that's the name of it. I'm feeling a little extra sassy, I use this color, and it's really iridescent, it's pretty. If you want to get that true pink color, you have to use a lot of it to get that. What I want to use it for is just to get a little bit of sparkle into this right on top of that purple. So I put a little bit of that on my brush and just kind of go over the purple with it. Just kind of go right through there. Just really light, not much at all. Just kind of give it a little bit of an iridescence. And then I take my blending brush, which is not Younique. It's just a brush I've had and used and really enjoy. And I blend all of that really good. I'm just going to take some of that away. So it's a little dark still. And it's just going to look somewhat darker too because of the lighting. There we go, that's about it. And then I like to take and kind of do like that, get rid of any of